Hey guys, this is a little different, a very different standpoint, but also a different location. This is my studio, and last weekend I actually reshuffled everything, changed everything around. Now you guys have been asking for a bit of a studio tour for quite a while, and now that I get everything kind of sorted, I'm not going to open any cabinets because those are still a mess. I still need to fix that. I'm going to show you guys around. I actually got my new camera that I'm going to use. Let's see if this works out. Let's have a look.
Let me turn around the camera, because that right there is where I do all my recording and streaming for the Omnic post. So this is my streaming PC with 1, 2, 3 screens. That one is for the chat. That is where actually the game goes. And I keep that one to look at YouTube or whatnot, Twitter. And this is the screen for my streaming PC. So basically, I play the game and then send everything through. Everything is happening under the desk. I'm not going to show that because my cable management is shit, but I basically send everything through to the other PC. This is my Go XLR that I use as an audio interface. This is the microphone I use for the stream and the recording. I get a lot of questions about that. It's the Shure SM7. Not a lot of people recognize it because I use the bigger muff because I have a low voice. I use the bigger muff. It usually has a more slender muff that fits this profile a little closer. But yeah, it's basically the same deal. It's just a different muff. And then this is my camera. It's the Sony FX30, which is the smallest of all the cinema cameras that they have, with a Sigma prime lens, 16mm, 1.4. Well, for these situations, that lens is perfect. And my Turtle Beach keyboard, Turtle Beach mouse, and my headset, all ready for tonight for the stream. This is my college jacket passport. I might make a video explaining all that someday. That's a whole bunch of pens in my little loot box that's full of junk. Yeah, some speakers I still need to install, more stands, and my Hellboy statue that I got in Spain a few years ago, in Calpe. And then you can see this guy on stream, Yakimon, my Reinhard Pop figure, the counter for the Omnic Post YouTube channel that is at 64.1, slowly getting to 50k. This is my Neon Hulk and Baby Yoda. It's one of those Disney shoulder pads that you can basically, there's a magnet at the bottom that you can use and put it on your shoulder. I have a second one, this one. It's Hey Hey, the silly chicken, the silly rooster. There's Diablo. I love that one. Actually, this crystal lights up, but the batteries are dead. I got this BlizzCon Stein from my brother-in-law. He gifted that to me. And then you got my my beautiful Overwatch poster with the Reinhardt statue. It was an expensive one, but I had to get it. Love that statue. These are the coins. I think my brother-in-law also gave me this one. It's basically that coin that Reinhardt has in the animated short. Live with honor, die with glory. And this one was part of a launch event in certain shops, and a friend of mine gave this to me because he knew I was into Overwatch. This is my collector's edition statue for Overwatch. That is Soldier. Also got that one thanks to a colleague. And then there's some Reinhard Stein beer. There's a Roadhog Pop figure. Then a whole bunch of Overwatch and, well, Baby Yoda stuff. But yeah, that's the child with the frog. And then you have a Soldier 76 Tracer. Gizmo's in there. Echo's right there at the bottom. And Zenyatta, I have plenty more, but they're somewhere in a box. BB-8, that one actually moves. There's Thor's Mjolnir, a gun from Fallout that was gifted to me by my girlfriend, as was this beautiful Infinity Gauntlet, which is actually the one that Hulk wears when he uses the Infinity Stones. So it's not the one that Iron Man uses. And my lightsaber, also a gift from my girlfriend for my birthday. Yeah, I get a lot of geeky stuff for my birthday. This is my 3D printer, the Anycubic Viper. Haven't used it in a while, sadly. Yeah, and of course, the Deemzies Neon that you guys see on stream. This is my Guardians of the Galaxy poster. I got this little vampire bear from a friend of mine that lives in New Orleans. She sent it to me for my birthday, like, I don't know, 20 years ago or something. A little Captain America plush. I had this one in a box, but I pulled it out when Ozzy died. A Black Sabbath pop figure album. I don't know if they still do these, but that was the thing for a short time. This Darth Vader, which is actually a bottle of bath soap. I don't know what to call it. Soap. And I got this from a friend, a birthday, a long time ago, and I've held on to it. But basically, it used to be a soap bottle. And then we have Anakin Skywalker, aka Darth Vader, in his little pod. I got that one from my girlfriend because we love that one meme where he's opening and closing the pod anytime that person tries to speak. Yeah, I love that one. And this is my second setup. It's my working station. So this is where I'm sitting at to do my job, my day job, and edit my videos and stuff like that. So I use a MacBook Pro and I have this huge screen. Now, as you might tell, there's also a microphone right here, a camera, the Sony ZV-1, one of my favorite cameras. That's because this is where I'm going to be recording my Deemzies video, like I did with the intro for this video, but also my Geek and Plunder video. So when I come back from my holiday, the plan is to start recording Geek and Plunder videos again, and this is going to be the place where I'll be doing it. I'll probably raise the desk because this one can go up. All right, not right now apparently. What is happening? Anyways, yeah, I'll be recording videos standing here or sitting here. This is my Hearthstone squeezy, I don't know what to call it. I got it from BlizzCon, I think. And then I have my two Alec robots, Fred, who I've had the longest time. I have plenty of videos about these two on Geek and Plunder if you want to see them. Go have a look. They make a lot of noise. That's why I generally don't charge them. I just have them standing there, but they're cute. This is a gift I got from one of my mods, one of my community members, Will, my wingman at the last BlizzCon. And he got me this Frostmourne for Christmas, which has a light in it. And it's gorgeous. Thank you, Will. And I think I showed everything that I need to show right here, except for this picture of young Hilda. She's going to hate that I showed you guys this. This is my record player with the amp, speaker, and the Lich King's helmet. I got that one from Blizzard. I used to have a local contact here in Belgium. It was just a random gift. Love it. I love World of Warcraft. It's the game I played the most, besides Overwatch. And my Avengers Infinity War poster. Down here you can find all kinds of things that are charging. The batteries to my drone. There's a little light. The batteries to my monitors. The batteries to my cameras. There's all kinds of stuff. This is basically where I keep everything that needs to be charged. These are things I still need to display. I'm looking for some places. I got this one from my brother-in-law for Christmas, last Christmas or New Year's. It's an Orc Shaman. There's this Toxic Hammond Funko Pop. That's also a gift I got last Christmas, is this gun from the Doom Anthology. Looks badass, but yeah, I still need to find a spot. This is the Ragnaros statue I got for the, I'm going to say 15th anniversary of World of Warcraft. Yeah, I think so. It's 20 now, so I got this like 5 years ago. Like I said, I've been playing World of Warcraft for a long time, and this is also something I got from that same brother-in-law. It's a cell from the Warcraft movie. Pretty unique. There's the Reaper Nerf gun and the Torbjorn hammer. This one, again, a gift from that same brother-in-law, is something that Blizzard employees get. I don't know if they're working there for 2 years, 1 year, 5 years. I don't know exactly which anniversary or they got at one point. But it's basically that huge thing that the orc statue is on, with all of the values of the company right here. And then you have this magnetic thing that is floating and turning around, that has all the IPs, World of Warcraft, StarCraft, Hearthstone, Diablo, and of course Overwatch on there, so cool. Here I have my amp, which is a Boss Katana. I actually also have the Boss Katana Go, which is like a little amp. You plug this in your guitar, you basically have all the functionality of this one, but this one has a speaker. It's pretty loud. This is the 100-watt version, so that one can make a lot of noise, but this is for a headset, so you plug in a headset and you can jam. Those are my guitars. My bass and my 5-string and my 6-string. An Ibanez and an Epiphone, but it's a Les Paul model. I love those guitars. I bought this one from one of my best friends, and this one was a gift from my girlfriend. Now we're getting to the, I don't know what to call it, the cabinet of nerds. There's a lot of geeky stuff in this one. Let's start at the top. There's the Fallout helmet. Then they have some Ghostbuster stuff, which is surrounding the Act 1, the Ghostbusters car. Lego, I also have Lego Darth Vader, and this is the gift I got for my last birthday from my girlfriend, is the Back to the Future Lego set that I still have to build. So I love Back to the Future, it's my favorite movie series. And then I got some of these Dr. Collector boxes that I also reviewed for the Geek and Plunder channel. So those are right there. They're going to be ending up behind it, but for now they're next to it. And then we got a pink bunny rabbit and a new Coca-Cola clock that Hilde made herself. She painted this from an old cap clock that she found somewhere. This is all my server stuff and internet and blah blah blah. A few books, Overwatch Declassified, Play Nice by Jason Schreier, the Sandman comic, and then a whole bunch of comics from the Dutch Storm series, the Sojourn story. I have books in other places, but this is the collector's edition for the anniversary set for World of Warcraft, right there. So that came with the Ragnarok statue. Down here I have a lot of paperwork. That's where my paperwork is hiding. This is my loot box from BlizzCon. The last time I went, so the last time it actually happened. This is kind of nice. That is something you're going to see during my trip. I'm leaving for a trip and I'm going to be using this. It's something I saw on TikTok. I'll be doing some sketches, but also some prints of places I visit, so that should be cool. But keep an eye out for that in one of the next videos. And then my Atari console. We got the Pyramid Head from Silent Hill and Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. The Eye of Agamotto from Doctor Strange. Batman, still my favorite DC hero. There's the candle of the Diablo 4 Collector's Edition and a print that I also was gifted by my brother-in-law of the Diablo 4 logo. There's the Diablo Crusader statue. This is an orc statue. This one was in the Collector's Edition for BlizzCon back in 2019, the year that they announced Overwatch 2. And this one is one that I bought myself or got gifted. I don't remember, but also World of Warcraft. Then I have all my Legos for Overwatch. So Reinhardt, Bastion, Diva, and of course Wrecking Ball. A whole bunch of pops. It goes pretty deep, but the ones in front are the Deadpool ones. There's Stan Lee right there and Iron Man. And then Conan O'Brien. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Conan O'Brien and he has a whole series of funny pop figures. So those are front and center. That is my record collection. All these are metal albums and all these are more kind of things that I kept from when I was a kid, including a Michael Jackson album. But there's like a lot of kind of those records that we used to have as a kid that we were listening to fairy tales. And I guess the last thing I can show you guys is all my badges for GDC, for BlizzCon, for local events, but usually like I even went to E3 at some point. So I keep all my badges for the events that I went to right here at the door, mainly as some type of reminder, like, dude, as a kid, you would have never have imagined that you would get the chance to do all of these events, and there we go. I did them. But yeah, that's basically the space. The one thing that still bothers me, I put down some carpet, but the sound is not ideal yet. But I'm going to be fixing that, and I have these 3 acoustic panels hanging off the wall. I'm actually going to add a 4th one, and I need to look at maybe putting something on the ceiling. There's going to be a curtain in front of this window to stop the sound bouncing off the window, but it's going to be a slow process. It takes quite a while to get this all done. But yeah, I'm happy with this space. I hope you guys enjoyed the little tour. But this is where I'll be streaming, where I'll be recording my content all winter. And like I said, there's going to be new Geek and Plunder content. And I definitely want to do more videos on this channel. For the next few weeks, there's definitely going to be more videos on this channel because I'm going to be traveling and I love making travel vlogs. So yeah, if you're not subscribed already, make sure you do. As always, take care of yourself, take care of each other. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.